Hey guys, it's Tina. Welcome back to my channel. So today I did a plum colored look. This was actually requested by an Instagram follower of mine. She said she was going to a wedding and I felt like today was such a pretty day. Why not do a wedding look? So I went ahead and did this for her. I hope that you guys will hit that subscribe button if you have not yet. I'd appreciate that, and remember that I really appreciate you guys. So if you want to see how I got this look, oh, and just the FYI, I did do my eyebrows for those of you who have been asking. Remember, my eyebrows are tattooed, so I have a little bit of a guide, but I do some different techniques to make them look a different way. So remember that my way of doing my eyebrows may not be your way of doing your eyebrows. So basically it is what it is. So if you have a problem with it, or you don't like watching people do their eyebrows, because I personally don't, I think it is the long most boring thing, you are more than welcome to just speed right through it. But there's some people who've been asking, so I went ahead and did it for you guys. So anyways, like I said, if you'd like to see how I got this look, just keep watching. Alright guys, so let's get started. We're going to go into a glassy. This is a skin balm primer. Alright, so I'm going to take my Too Faced Shadow Insurance and I'm going to go ahead and do my eyebrows with you guys. So I usually use my Shadow Insurance just to make sure that my eyebrows stay and they don't move throughout the day. I'm also going to take my Pretty Vulgar setting powder with my damp beauty blender and just set this so that nothing moves, and it also keeps out the shine. Alright, start on my eyebrows, you guys. I'm going to actually be using the Jordana Easy Liner for Eyes in Coffee Bean. Now, this isn't the normal liner that I would be using. I'm actually out of it right now. I usually use the BDB, that's the Billion Dollar Brows, and I absolutely love that. But since I'm out of that today, I'm going to go ahead and use this one. It works just as good, but I've noticed with this pencil that it tends to shed a lot. If you guys take a look up here in the corner, you can see that it's starting to kind of shed a lot of, I don't know, whatever this is. But I've got to use it because really it's all I have. Now, as you guys can see, my eyebrows are tattooed, and basically all I'm doing is just following the outline that is there for me. I can choose to make them thicker or the arch higher, lower, whatever I choose to do. Covering up that tattoo is pretty easy, only because it's really faded, so I'm able to do different things with my eyebrows. Now, as you guys can see, I'm also, creating the line and then sitting back and taking a look, only because I want to make sure that obviously I'm going in the right direction and, that my line is somewhat even. Now I do take that pencil and just fill in about halfway to the front. That's normally how I fill in my eyebrows, and then we will start to shade them, and I will show you guys exactly how I shade my eyebrows. So this is about as far as I go. And then I'm gonna go ahead and grab my favorite palette in the world. Once I'm done, I've got this actually, you know, to the desired darkness that I want. I'm actually gonna darken this up a little bit more. But like I said, this really isn't the pencil that I normally use, so just working with it. Alright guys, so this is the fun part. I normally will take my pencil brush. It's a very small little brush. This brush is a MAC brush. And I will take my Shade and Light palette, as you guys saw, and I will use the darkest brown in that palette to deepen up the brow toward the end. And it also helps to set the pencil that I just used, so that way nothing moves. Now from this point, I normally take the first two colors. You guys see the X on both colors. I will take those two colors and blend them together, and then I will just start to blend out the beginning of my eyebrow. And I'm blending those two colors into that dark brown, and that just basically is how you do that gradient look, I guess, where it fades from dark to light. You don't have to do this part. It is definitely up to you. That is only if you are looking for the powder style eyebrow. Not everybody likes that. I get it. I don't always do it. I really do the powder eyebrow if I have time. So I had time today and I wanted to show you guys how to do it. So it's pretty simple. You're just gonna go ahead and do exactly like you would do on your eye and fade from dark to light. Now I'm gonna go on with my glamoflauge, which is my trusty, I even forgot what the hell it's called. Concealer. It's a heavy duty concealer by Hard Candy, and I've had it for a while and I absolutely love it. It's my go-to for every single look. It is one of my faves. It's lasted me forever, and it's stood the test of time. So basically, as you guys can see, I'm just cleaning up the under or the bottom part of my eyebrow. Obviously, you guys know that if you just take a little bit of concealer, clean up the bottom and the top, your eyebrows will look perfect. Alright guys, now when it comes to doing the top part of your eyebrow, I wouldn't suggest using the concealer, only because it will leave that white around the eyebrow. Now, some people look absolutely amazing when they do that. I think it just depends on the look. But what I do is I'll take my actual foundation and carve out the top part of my eyebrow. So that way it makes it a lot easier when I do my foundation not to get so close to my eyebrow so that I accidentally mess something up and then I have to redo it. And you're already using your foundation to carve out your eyebrow. So it just makes things a lot easier for you when doing your makeup. Again, if you want to use the concealer for the top and leave that little white line above, that is perfectly okay as well. It really just depends on the look, and it's a preference thing. Alright, so let's get started on the eye. Going back in with my glamoflauge, of course. I'm going to go ahead and just put the glamoflauge all over my eye, create that base so that I can start. I want to make sure that that glamoflauge is, you know, pushed into the skin really well on the top and the bottom of the eye. Don't forget the underneath. I used to do that a lot, but now it's one of my favorite things to do. Then we're going to go in with our setting powder, our pretty vulgar, and I'm going to go ahead and set the eye so that way that tackiness goes away. It's not so tacky. That probably sounded really stupid, but yeah. So I'm just going to go ahead and set this, just make it smooth and easier to work with surface. So as you guys can see, I am using the Cara palette and going in first of all with the darkest purple in the palette. And I'm going to just focus this in the corner, as you guys can see, and we're going to build this color up over time. Play with this. You can go as dark as you want, as light as you want, but take your time. Now, like I said, continue to just build up the intensity of that dark purple on the outer V, really depending on how deep you want it, but I'm going to go ahead and continue. It is definitely up to you when to stop. So I'm continuing to just blend gradually, like pulling that toward the middle of the crease, but focusing mainly on the outer corner. Now I'm taking this really tiny pencil brush with the top color that I showed you, and I'm gonna go ahead and create a crease. As you guys can see where my crease starts, you can see it right below it. I'm just creating a crease right above that, just to, you know, make my eye look a little bigger, and then also when I open my eye it doesn't completely cover all the work that I just did. So this is a step that you can play with as far as the brush that you use. It really is a preference thing on how precise you want to be. So I'm going to go ahead and just start blending these two together, gradually going back and forth. Now I'm going to take this shader brush. It was actually the wrong choice for a shader brush. It's a little too big, but it was the one that was right in front of me, so I picked it up. But right now it's just basically shading that out. We're going to buff that out so it's not such a blunt line. And then we're going to continue on just packing those colors and blending them together as we go, one by one. Purple, dark purple to light, dark purple to light, blending those together as you go. Now, as you guys can see, I've switched brushes. I'm actually using a flat shader brush. This is just making it a little bit easier for me to put down the color quicker. And then also pat and shade them together using a different style brush. You get a different effect. So just throwing that out there. Different brushes definitely do different things. Now I'm going to go ahead back in with that first brush and add more deep purple and just deepen out that corner because we've lost that a little bit as we blend. And remember, you will lose a little bit of that deepness as you blend, but you're just going to keep adding the color as you go and you'll get it. All right, you guys, now taking a clean blending brush, I am going to blend everything together, and especially blowing out the edges, not going up too high. We're gonna keep this kind of low because this is more of a wedding style look. You're not gonna have huge eyes for this one's gonna be a little bit more sultry. So that's why we're keeping it a little bit more low on the eye. So all you're gonna do is just take a clean blending brush and just blend this all together. All right, going in with that pencil brush again, this one's a little bit more precise. Going back in with that dark purple, we're gonna deepen that up again because as we've blended, we've lost that a little bit. So we're just gonna go back in there and deepen this up. Now remember you guys, this look is a little bit more precise. So it may take you a little bit longer to do, but it's beautiful once you get that desired look. And again, just keep adding those two colors, going back and forth, blending them together. Taking that same blending brush and blending those colors out. Now I wanted to darken this up in the corner just a little bit more, so I went in with the Marvelous Mauves from Dose of Colors, and I went into Wine Stain, and that is the first color that I'm using in the corner. I just wanted to deepen that up a little bit, and I felt like that purple just wasn't doing it. Obviously, just not the right purple. So deepen that up a little bit. Like I said, I'm using that color Wine Stain, and this palette came in the BoxyCharm for last month, so if you have it, you'll be able to, oh, most definitely kill this look. As you guys can see, I really didn't care for the brush that it comes with, but I'm gonna try it out, see how it works. I did kind of like how it blended out in the corner, but I felt like the brush is a little bit too flimsy, and it was hard for me to hold. So anyways, I just wanted to show you guys what the brush was kind of like. It did the job though. All right, y'all know the drill. Go on in and blend that out lightly. We're gonna be really gentle with that because we really don't want to lose that and make this all one color. So going back into that Dose of Colors, I'm going to be using Rosy and Fluffy. I can't even read. They're the two last colors in the palette, and they're absolutely beautiful, but they are two of the lightest colors in the palette. So we're just going to lighten up the inner corner. I'm not going to be doing a cut crease or anything. We're just going to lighten this up a little bit with that really pretty rosy color. And yeah, I really am loving this Dose of Colors palette. And I'm just going back and forth, touching things up here and there. It really, like I said, is a preference thing. So it is definitely up to you to go in and deepen things up, or if you like it light, it's just a beautiful look all around. So you can play with this look and do so many different things. I really hope that you guys enjoyed this. And yeah, just keep watching. Alright guys, so we're going in with Fluffy. We're gonna take that Fluffy and just blend it all into the underneath the brow, because we're gonna go ahead and just blend out those edges. Make sure that everything is seamless and smooth and blends very, very well together, especially on the outer corner and the edges on the inner corner. That's important. Now taking that rosy again on a flat shader brush and just kind of patting that all over the inner corner, and just kind of blending that in so that way we can have that really lightened, almost like highlighted feel without the highlight. I guess if that makes sense. So you want to go in one more time and blend that out and make sure that everything is blended very, very well and to your liking. I am so in love with this eye look. It makes me want to go run and get married. I was totally waiting for you to say something. Alright guys, now it's time for liner. We're going to go ahead in with our Hank and Henry. I am really, really loving this liner, you guys. I got this also in the BoxyCharm, and let me tell you, the BoxyCharm is so worth it because the products that are coming in the BoxyCharm are absolutely amazing. So this is the Hank and Henry Slick With It eyeliner, and it's to die for. I recommend it 100%. Yay, it's time for lashes. All right, so let's go on with Luxcious lashes. I got them in Pomona. That's the name of them, not literally in Pomona. Anyways, I had a beauty hit me up on Instagram, and she just happened to have her own lash company. So I, of course, went ahead and ordered some lashes from her. So if you guys are interested, be sure to check out Luxcious Lashes. I will have all of her information listed below for you guys. Prices are amazing. The shipping was like, what, a day, maybe 2 days? So yeah, you get them quickly, they're fabulous, and I guarantee you guys will enjoy them. So I always use my Kiss Lash Glue in clear. And whenever I put my lashes on, you guys always know, if you've seen my videos before, I always put down a little dollop of glue in the corner, because that's my problem area. And then I'll go ahead and put down my lashes once I've let them kind of sit for a minute and get tacky. That is the key. Make sure you let your lashes sit for a couple, like maybe no more than a minute, just to get tacky. Now we're going to do our lower lash line, going in with an NYX black pencil liner. It's just a regular pencil liner. We're going to go ahead and line the waterline with this black pencil. So going back into that dose of colors with an angled flat brush, I'm going to be taking that wine stain and we're going to just be smudging that on our lower lash line right there where we added the black liner. And going into that dose of colors again, taking wishy-washy and rosy, and we're going to also apply that to the lower lash line. Alright guys, last but not least, we're going to be using our Big Ego by Tarte mascara. I love this one. I just absolutely love the color of it. It's a fantastic mascara. I'm not going to lie, I have used better, but the color gets me every time. So, thank you so much for watching this video. I really hope that you guys liked this, and if you did, please do me a favor and subscribe. Give me a thumbs up. If there's anything else you guys want to see, be sure to leave me a comment below and I will get back to you. And if you don't want to leave me a comment below, you know where to find me on Instagram. All the information will be listed below for you guys. Thank you so much. Mwah!